Feeding your newborn at home. It is very important to keep track of your baby's feedings. Formula-fed newborns should eat at least every 3 to 3.5 hours. Some bottle-fed newborns may eat more frequently. Feed early when alert and cueing. Wake up your newborn if they are not up by 3 to 3.5 hours. Do not allow your newborn to go longer than 3.5 hours until you talk with the pediatrician. How much do you feed your baby at home? If bottle feeding, start with the amount your baby is taking the day they are discharged from the hospital. Most newborns can eat at least 30 milliliters or 1 ounce or more from a bottle at discharge. By day 4, most infants can eat 30 milliliters to 60 milliliters, which is about 1 to 2 ounces. Burp when your infant slows down during the feeding, or when your infant has eaten half of what you offer. Remove their blanket or sleep sack if the infant is sleepy with the feeding. Add more to the bottles every couple of days. Add more to the bottles if your baby eats the amount offered quickly, within 10 minutes or less, or if they are eating more frequently than 3 to 3.5 hours. After burping, if your baby leaves a little left over, they are probably satisfied. Your baby is cueing if they are awake and alert around feeding time, sucking on their fingers, smacking their lips, rooting or turning their head and opening their mouth for a nipple, or fussing or crying. Here are some reminders when making powdered formula. Always check the expiration date on the formula can before purchasing. Gather your supplies like your measuring cup, bottles, and a pan. Use sterilized water. Bottled water, distilled water, or fluorinated water are not sterile. Heat your tap water on a stove in a pan until boiling for 1 minute. Let the water cool for up to 30 minutes and then use to mix the powder. Now I'm going to show you how to mix powdered formula. Before you begin, you need to clean your surface and wash your hands and get like a dish towel, clean dish towel, lay that down for your workspace. You're going to need a pan, some measuring cups. Now if you do not have a measuring cup, the NICU can supply you with this measuring cup, which can make larger volumes of formula. Your bottles, a spoon for mixing, and a knife for leveling the scooper, and of course your can of formula, and a clean, wet dish rag so that you can wipe off the can. I also want to make sure I've checked the expiration date, which is always on the bottom of the can. I want to make a larger amount of formula for the rest of my day, so I'm going to start with the 8 fluid ounces mixed with 4 scoops. So now that I've figured out how much water I'm going to need, I'm going to go ahead and from my tap, I'm going to add water to my pan and I'm going to boil that on the stove for at least 1 minute. Once this is boiled, I'm going to take the lid off and let that cool for 30 minutes. And now that my water is cooled, I'm going to go ahead and pour 8 ounces of water to make my 8-ounce recipe. This is a fresh can of formula, so I definitely want to wipe off the top of this container and that foil before I open the can. Remember too to go ahead and wash your hands again. Now when you're measuring your scoops, you want to get a big scoop and then you want to level that. You don't want to pack your formula. So you just get a big heaping scoop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That will ensure that you get all the little air pockets out. Measure that off and go ahead and put that into your 8 ounces of water. Now I'm going to do that 3 more times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there we go. Heaping scoop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll level that off. So that's the 3rd scoop and the last scoop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So now I have my powder mixed with my water, and you can see that it's clumpy. So now I'm going to take my spoon and I'm going to go ahead and mix it up until it's smooth and there are no clumps in it. You can also get a little container to store your formula in the refrigerator. This is a mason jar that I actually have a lid for it. I can put the lid on it and shake it up a little bit. And that will help get all the lumpiness out of your formula. My baby is taking 2 ounces of formula or 60 milliliters. So I'm going to challenge my baby. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give my baby a little bit more than 2 ounces. Now before you feed your baby, always check the temperature of the formula because we let it cool on the stove, but we want to make sure that it's cooled down enough to safely feed your baby with. So a great place to always check a temperature of formula or even bath water is on your inner forearm. So I've just now tested the temperature and it feels just a little lukewarm, and it's fine if it's room temperature. Now that I have this big batch of formula, the storage of this formula is going to be extremely important. This formula is good for 24 hours in the refrigerator. If I don't put this formula in the refrigerator, it's only good sitting out for 2 hours. Once my baby eats off the bottle and doesn't eat the whole thing, I'm going to need to discard that amount within an hour. After your can of formula is opened, it is good for 30 days or from the expiration date, whichever comes first.